Throwing your food around isn't going to win you any points with the nursing staff.
Well, it's a good thing, because I'm not sticking around this place anymore.
Oh, you might want to rethink that. There's a new blonde on staff. Smoking hot. And she's eager for some hands-on experience. You know, I can go send her in.
Well, if she's interested in giving me home care, have her meet me there.
What's the rush?
Just sick of the endless parade of Sonny supporters going in and out of this place.
Well, the slipping out of here is not going to change that. You know, the easiest way out of this is to just tell the truth.
I do not need this from you of all people, Ethan. All right, you want to fly your Sonny flag? You want to sell crazy? Sell it somewhere else. I'm all stocked up here.
Mate, I don't have a Sonny flag, okay? I'm never going to fly it. But I do have a soft spot for the man's daughter. Okay, Kristina has been through hell this year. And now her father skips town on top of it? How much more is the poor kid supposed to take? And what about Michael? What about Morgan?
What about my sister?
Look, I know you wanted revenge for Claudia, okay? But she is gone. Sonny's kids, they're still here, and they're wondering if their father's ever coming back.
Look, you know I'm no saint. I was ready to waste Sonny on Baker Street.
Well, why didn't you pull the trigger?
There was a construction worker that wanted in. I didn't want to witness.
So you hesitated. You gave Sonny a chance to pull first.
Next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital. Cops have no idea what happened to my gun, and whoever took it or whatever gave me the perfect opportunity to put Sonny away for good. You wouldn't look that gift horse in the mouth, would you?
What are you doing here, sweetheart?
I heard you came back. I wanted to know why. Michael said you jumped bail because no one believed that you shot Johnny in self-defense.
That was part of it.
So why risk coming back now?
Because I wanted to prove my innocence. I didn't want my kids to think I was a coward for shooting an unarmed man.
You didn't say goodbye. It's weird. I thought I'd be glad that you were gone. You know, no more fights or forced family dinners. But when it really started to sink in that I might never see you again, I regretted all those months that I spent hating you. Making you so crazy that you went after Johnny.
This was not your fault at all, sweetheart.
I'm glad you came back. Michael needs you.
I'm gonna do everything I can to be the best dad I can be to all you guys. And don't you ever forget that I love you, okay?
Where'd you go?
To get some perspective.
I guess it worked. You came back.
Yeah, I got some good advice.
This is a sad sight.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm way too old to be hanging out at a playground.
You're never too old to have a little fun. You know, the swings, they used to be my favorite when I was a kid. I would jump off at the top, fly through the air. You know, it makes you feel free.
I hoped it would. It didn't work.
Are you thinking about your dad?
He came back.
When?
A few hours ago. He turned himself in. And the police are holding him at the station. I don't know, I'll probably have to stay there in jail until the trial. And then he'll probably go to Pentonville after that.
Well, it might not come to that.
My dad shot Johnny. He claims it was self-defense, but Johnny told the police he wasn't even carrying a gun. I don't know who to believe.
You know, maybe you could just sit this one out. Less chance of getting hurt that way.
He's still my dad. I thought I'd be better off without him, but, I mean, all he ever does is break promises. But when I heard he was back, I was relieved. I didn't want my dad spending his whole life thinking that I hate him. I don't hate him.
Well, have you told him that?
I was going to, but I chickened out at the station. I made it all about how Michael was happy to have him back. Pathetic, right?
No, that's not pathetic. It's hard to open up to someone who's let you down.
He has, over and over again. Just when I think I'm about to give up on him, he goes and does something pretty decent. Well, I want to believe in my dad, but I'm afraid to get my hopes up again.
Well, then don't.
What?
Don't get your hopes up. But don't assume that Sonny's gonna let you down again, you know? You need to stop making up your mind as to how something is supposed to end up. Just be open to the possibilities, you know? Maybe life will surprise you and it'll be a little fun.
I'm all in for having fun.
It makes three of us.
My dad's always warning me about what a bad person Johnny is, but I don't see it. What do you think? You work with him?
Johnny has a lot of pent-up anger over losing his sister. Okay, that kind of pain can cloud judgment and make you do things you didn't think you could. Now, that doesn't make Johnny a bad person, but it doesn't really help the situation with your father either.
What would?
Oh, so you're doing it again.
What?
You're trying to make everything right for everybody around you. It's not your job to fix this, Kristina. Okay, nor is it your job to make your dad into someone he's not. All you can do is love him for who he is right now. You know, that's allowed. Just like you're allowed to hang out in the playground when you think you're too old for it. Stop worrying about what everyone thinks. You know, just do what feels right.
How'd you get to be so smart?
I'm not. But you do bring out the best in me.
Hey, I thought you'd be here.
Am I that predictable?
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on. You like to come here to think, so it wasn't that hard to figure out.
I wish everything in life were that easy.
You feel like talking?
I went to see Dad.
Oh, how is he? Is he okay?
He's okay. He told me that he's going to fight the charges. He was actually pretty nice. So now I'm more confused than ever.
It's okay to care about Dad, Kristina.
Now you sound like Ethan. I ran into him today, and we talked about Dad and Johnny. You know, the nice part about it was he wasn't trying to convince me to feel a certain way. You know, he just sat there and listened.
Did talking to him help?
Until I realized how messed up I am.
You are not messed up, Kristina.
I covered for Kiefer and blamed Ethan for hitting me.
Yeah, because you were scared, and Ethan understands that. That's why he forgave you.
I used to have a huge crush on Ethan. And, I mean, I still think he's pretty amazing, but if by some miracle he liked me, I'd freak out. I still can't stand the thought of anyone touching me.